Will you marry me forever on Yaoi TV? This ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a champ monster. Those that gravitate towards the winner. And what bigger catch than this year's winner for AE 2012, even though we're in 2013. The man, the mystery, Xian MSG. It's been a long ride.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, we've been starting this for like 3 years now.
Yeah, I think it's 3 years.
If you compare the money you spent training and traveling compared to the money that you won at EVO, what would you say?
I would say it's more about the fame. Money is important, but I think winning EVO is every fighting gamer's achievement. It's something that you cannot replace it. Yeah, fame is something that...
No one can take that from you. In 2013, you were the best player on the planet at EVO. That's crazy. No matter what Capcom does to Gen, you have that forever.
I can talk shit for 1 year.
1 year, that's the year grace period. Now, speaking of this 1 year, what are your plans in the coming year from 2013 to the next EVO?
I plan to level up the Singapore community and basically travel more to other places to play with people. Because end of the day, I want to play everybody. I mean, I want to meet every different people in the world. It's just fun to meet them, like new people. That's what I like to do.
What country have you not been to, if you're watching this, that you want to visit? Or is there any place that you really want to visit twice again?
There's a lot. I think I want to visit Spain.
Oh, okay.
Spain is one of them. Europe, France, Brazil, Mexico. Oh my God, so many of them. Like I cannot even remember all, but anyone that has not visited before, besides Singapore, that's all.
Seems like you're picking countries with a very strong currency so that you can money match the locals.
No.
You want the euros, you want the Brazil reals. London, you gotta go to London, it's good.
Yeah, I haven't
Take the pounds.
I really can't really believe that I actually haven't been to France.
Really?
I haven't been to France. Like, there's a lot of parliaments there and stuff, but there's one of the countries that I haven't been to up to now. So, Spain, France, so many.
I think because the French love the Japanese players. Come on, they have a crush on them. But if you guys are watching this, hopefully that could change the idea that, you know, there are other strong players, not just in Japan. And this is like, I mean, when you look at EVO Top 8 every year, it's kind of crazy. It's so international. I mean, KOF I think is the most international.
But
Marvel,
Japan still, yeah, Japan still hold a lot of it. Like 4 Japanese make Top 8 this year.
Oh, better.
Yeah.
And you know who those 4 were?
What the 4 gods?
4 gods out of 5. Onuki was at home cheering, I'm sure. But what do you think of that? Like 4 out of the 5 gods are in there. Did that scare you, or are you like Kratos, the god killer? Like, what did that, or that didn't matter to you, or how did you feel?
Definitely a lot of pressure. I think playing a tournament like EVO, the amount of pressure is very high. Like, but that's what I liked about it, is that
that's why the pressure.
That's why I like I don't like the pressure, but I like that people is cheering. I think that makes me better. I really hate people booing on me. I mean, come on. The feeling is indescribable. Like I cannot explain how I felt if I'm playing Akuma and the crowd chanting. Like I think that's a very. I think I would just like go jump back full screen and wear the headphone, you know, and go into my own world. I think that's better. That's what I would do.
So this is the first year in recent memory that the crowd was behind you. So when you were playing Yun, maybe they're cheering against you, or before that, maybe they don't know who you are. But this year, I really felt that the crowd wasn't.
When I was playing Daozim in DreamHack, the crowd was cheering on me as well. So I really like that feeling. But I lost that feeling after I switched to Yun. So I switched to another character again. I want to get back.
I think it also happened to Momochi when he went from Yun. And he realized that no matter how strong he is with a character, everyone likes playing for the crowd. No one likes, well,
yeah,
maybe
precisely. But maybe some games, maybe some other games that I don't really have a scene So I would play the more top tier characters like Marvel. I would play Morrigan because I don't really have a scene. Like I cannot practice and be strong if I pick low tiers when I don't even have much people to play with. So it doesn't make sense that I have to pick strong characters. So for those games, I would wear headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those games. I play Marvel. I always wear headphones because I know I'm throwing the fireball. You know, I don't know what people will be chanting, so I'm like, okay, whatever.
Now, for KOF, you made top 8, and that was your first time being on the top stage with those special chairs, and you get to sit next to the cannons. What was that like for you, and did playing in KOF help you later on in finals day for AE?
Actually, I know I won't beat a lot of the players in King of Fighters who mainly play only KOF. They are really specialists in that game. So I know my chances against them is not very high. So I just try my best. That's all. I just try my best to get as far as I can. Because I'm really excited. And every game I won, I feel excited because I know I shouldn't be there in the first place. Yeah, so I don't
think so, but
I would try my best and just play. You know, sometimes 2 hours 3, a lot of things can happen. So
Kim Cop 1 EX crescent kick can happen. Can't even move with that. But then you made it to top 8, and I know that you really cared about Marvel this year.
Yeah,
like you really wanted it, but still, you were so good at AE that
I got
the results come up. Yeah. So AE Street Fighter is sort of like your baby. Like no matter how much you try to run away from it, it's still crawling after you.
You're right. I think I managed to pick a cheap character that people doesn't know how to deal with. And if people want to learn how to deal with it, people have to pick up the character as well. So it kind of become annoying. But that's something I'm facing in Marvel as well. Like in Marvel, I don't really have a scene. So every new character that I'm playing, I don't have experience against.
All in your head.
Yeah, but I have to go and pick up the character to know how to learn how to fight with it. So it's like, okay, so Street Fighter people got to hold that as well. So people have to play my character to know what's the flaws of my character. And that's what I'm facing in Marvel. And Marvel's so much harder for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to play the game, play all the characters to try to figure out what people can do. So,
you know, it's crazy. Almost a year ago, we talked about the Gen changes, and we were doing every character, and it was really long, and it was really hot filming. But I remember one thing. When we talked about Gen, you got really excited. You're like, wait, the Gekido heavy kick, waterfall kick does hard knockdown, and your eyes got really big. And when I think about that moment now, I think that you saw Gen in your head because 2012 wasn't out yet, and you knew, and then me and everyone else in the world were like, please, yeah, go back to top tier. But you just gave them the middle finger. You're like, no, I want to play Gen. And it finally worked out. So how did you see all of it? Did you see that this was an evil winning character?
I can't really remember though. It's been a year. But I do have some impression of me being excited when I know the heavy kick Gigaro is a hard knockdown. Yeah, because it just became a vortex character that is the execution will be really hard. Like a tough executioner character. I think I would describe that.
Oh, it is.
And he has some good footsies and stuff. And that was, it wasn't broken, but the fact that people don't have knowledge against that character give me the edge. I think that was really important because everybody plays Akuma. Like they know how they already, when they get knocked down, they know how the vortex is gonna come. Like the brain has some muscle memory how the vortex is gonna come. But against Gen, like they know a vortex is coming, but they don't know why it's coming, and that's what makes a difference.
Coming from both sides on that sprite, the unblockable sprite.
Yeah.
Now that you're champion, I know not everyone's, maybe some people's attitude is different now that you won. How have you been dealing with that? I know your Twitter blew up and people are being really friendly with you, but just remember, I let you sit in the front of the car before you're a champion. So I don't know what to do now.
I remember you.
So I don't know what to do now because you're champion, but I can't give you more of the front seat. What is it that you want from me? And how are you dealing with all these this new attention?
I think me and you is fine. You know, everything is still good. Yeah, I agree that the attention is getting better. Like, I get more haters as well for people who... I do get haters as well, like people complaining that I'm Gen is a cheap ass character, and I get a lot more fans too. So, on and off, it's kind of the balance.
Now, before they nerf Gen, you have about a year, maybe. What is your travel plans? Will people see more of you, or are you going to retire? What's going on with your tournament schedule? Are you living with Justin? What are your plans?
I just want to keep traveling more. That's what I want to do. Wow.
On Sri Lanka Airlines, and then cameraman is telling you to get miles, but there's no miles program for Sri Lanka Airlines.
I don't know about that though, but I just like traveling and meeting new people.
Okay.
Like, I believe in joining more tournaments and meeting more people. Even like I won now, I just keep joining, and even if I lose, to me it doesn't matter. To me, I'm not the kind of person who wins a tournament and goes bragging, or I just want to join more tournaments. So when I lost, it's like, yeah, I keep improving. I don't want to like hide in the shell and like I'm not gonna join this tournament because
stay at Justin's house and not play anything, or go to Wednesday night fights and don't play, or don't go to Topanga Asia League. But I mean, as an example, if you're traveling, you're here in San Diego and you are playing on a gigantic IMAX screen. What is that? Are you excited about that? Are you gonna get dizzy and vomit? Oh.
I'm definitely excited, you know, and it's really an honor. That's all I would say, to be coming here and stuff. And also hope more people invite me to events, their countries. You know, I don't want anything much. Just you have a tournament, you invite me, I'm coming for sure. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, outside of, I think the foreign countries have a lot of attention on you. But what about back home? Like, we haven't been back in Singapore yet, but there's been a lot of press coverage on a lot of serious official. You're on the PAP Facebook. That's crazy. What is your relationship with you and how you feel about the Singapore community and the press, and how they, maybe before you're a champion and now that after you're a champion, like, what are your thoughts about that?
I definitely appreciate all the coverage on me, all the press, you know, because I really want to have more opportunities, and I hope Singapore recognize fighting games. Maybe not esports yet, but maybe give a little notice about it, and
not just ping pong all the time.
Yeah, fighting games, more attention on fighting games. That, because it's something I like, and I hope my achievement will bring Singapore government or anyone that we could do it. Like, you know, we as Singaporeans could do it. So give a little bit more attention, and I would really be happy about it.
Don't always need to rely on the foreign talent and bring in the Chinese ping pong players.
I'm a born Singaporean and really proud
There
of
are
it.
champions in the HDB flats, but you just gotta find them and pay attention and nurture them, and in 3 years we have a champion. So congratulations to you, and we hope to see you around the world much more. You're the best in the world at AE right now. So go back to Sweden. I think you can get the Dream Hat girls. Forget about infiltration already. He's been owning that place, but otherwise you're gonna lose to Poppy. Go there right now. See this man. Your champion. Team Mad Catz. Desperation move. Xian.
Thank you.